You will need constant reminders of it for at least a year, daily reminders of it, until it has become so deeply rooted and grounded in you to do this protective work that it becomes automatic and done without conscious thinking. Now here it is. Whatever sins or diseases or lacks or limitations or storms or wars or infections or contagions that are to take place throughout this day are actually the operation of universal belief. Call it the carnal mind, the veil of illusion. Since this universal belief of a selfhood apart from God or a power apart from God is not God-ordained, this belief has no person in whom, on whom, or through whom to operate. And it has no power, and it has no law. As a matter of fact, it isn't an it. It is an appearance. It is an illusion. It is merely a belief that derives its seeming power by acceptance, and I hereby reject it. I consciously reject the belief that there is any power but that of God, Spirit. I consciously reject the belief that there is a material or mental law with power, since God is Spirit and God is the only law and lawgiver. Therefore all law must be spiritual. Now you see, since everything that operates has to operate with law, you have nullified everything but the spiritual law of God, the law of good, the law of harmony, the law of justice, equity, equality, the law of peace, the law of dominion. But choose ye this day whom you will serve. Choose when you awaken in the morning whether you are going to allow yourself to serve the universal belief in two powers, or whether you are going to be God-governed. Now you can only be God-governed by an act of your own consciousness, because without this, you, just like every human being in the world, are subject under the powers that be, the so-called powers of mortal mind or carnal mind. You must come out and be separate. You must bring yourself out from under the universal belief in two powers and establish yourself in the grace of God, and realize there are no powers to operate in, on, or through me or anyone except God's grace. For I and the Father are one.